So we're saying, right? You guys see this? Cool. Don't do that. Right?
Just for treating women right, you're a pussy.
You should just treat men right. Do you know what I mean?
Why? What?
If I'm lying, man. If she's on the streets, nah. If you're from the streets,
I knew it.
I mean,
She piss you off and you
like she bad. You can take this, man. But she ain't baby like, I ain't gotta take this shit from you. It's not bad.
Unpopular opinions.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unpopular Opinions Podcast. I am your host, King Joe.
And I am Natty, your boy. Yeah, we back.
We are back!
Back.
Guys, you know, I'm actually having a lot of fun like shooting this episode with Natty. I just want to put it out there because I think it's refreshing to be able to take this risk with somebody else in the sense that you know when you like have these kind of topics. Yo, guy, it can get hot, eh?
Okay.
And depending who you're talking with, you know, and you are willing to put yourself out there, like it's a big risk, you know, to put what your opinions out there, want other people to communicate with it, you know. So I'm just glad that I'm here with someone who's reasonable.
Should I say this?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, should I say this?
Yeah.
Should I do it alone?
Yeah.
Should I just keep quiet? And maybe if I just keep quiet, people just like, you know, my life will be easy. I think that's where people find themselves a lot. Eh? My life will be easier if I just shut up.
But you find it then you feel empty because you didn't say something that you want to say?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you should have said it.
You should have said it.
But anyway.
Or like the worst for me is like when like someone is like, oh, like can you believe that and this happened? And you actually want to agree with that popular part? You're like, actually, like
no, let it take the heat.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Of course he would do that. I would have done the same thing if I say that shit. I'm gonna be big shit. So today's topic, we're talking about hypergamy. Hypergamy is the art of dating up, right? I want to talk about the topic, and then lo and behold, I found out my co-commentator, my co-host, he's like, what's hypergamy? And I was shocked to find that there's a man out there who doesn't know what hypergamy is, because a lot of men I would feel experience it. I feel like even if you don't know what it is, you'll be like, oh,
that's what it is.
That's what it is. So we're gonna actually react to a video from Manosphere Highlights Daily, their YouTube channel that's growing big, and they also like kind of put out videos that are geared towards topics that men talk about. But we want to react on what hypergamy is, and then talk about it from the context of how we're living. Because we're like, I don't want to, you know, come off as like negative, but we are just regular. Like, I'm a regular guy, you're a regular guy. We experience it with the regular girls that we meet. You know, we live regular life. We have our 9 to 5, we have our degrees. We got our money. We got our, you know.
We know.
Yeah, but we just speaking for men who are just living the life that we're living. You know, just like, you know, regular people who do get to experience these things. So we're gonna react to this video. I've already watched the video, but I'm actually very excited to see this.
I haven't seen this video, man.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's go.
There's nothing that will make a man more self-conscious than being rejected. And why? Because why is he rejected? Well, obviously, Mother Nature, in the guise of that particular woman, has said, you're not so bad for a friend, but there's no reason that your genetic material should propagate itself into the future.
You know, pause. Listen, you know, every time I watch that introduction, it always hits me like, damn. Like that's what rejection is to guys. Like Mother Nature being like she's decided that Mother Nature has communicated to her, cheers.
Not good enough.
You're not good enough.
Not good enough, right?
But why? What are the reasons? Let's watch, guys. Yo, that's me. I love Jordan Peterson, by the way. Shout out to that guy. That guy of how you watch Joe. That guy's a G, bro.
What's hypergamy? It's the desire of a woman to basically snag a mate of a higher social status, to climb up the social hierarchy insofar as their mates are concerned, right?
The socioeconomic status of a woman is determines almost zero of her attractiveness towards a man. Whereas the socioeconomic status of a man is a major determinant of his attractiveness towards a woman. And it isn't his wealth either, because that's been tested. It's his capacity to generate and be productive and to share, because that beats the hell out of wealth. Wealth can disappear, right? But the capacity to be productive and share, that's a much more important element. And why not be chosen on the basis of that, especially because women have to have infants, and infants make the woman dependent, and the woman is just looking logically, rationally, and from an evolutionary perspective for someone who's useful enough to lend a hand.
That's a red pill one. Will help you out.
Did you hear what he said?
So, hold on. Right. But it's crazy. It's not the same, right? Because from a woman and from a man is very different.
Yeah.
Right? And when you talked about wealth can disappear.
Yes.
But in terms of how you, as a man, with or without wealth.
Yes. How you share, and how you provide.
Right? And so woman is about influence.
Yes. But just to know that you're able to do more because you're able to bring more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
wait, that just makes sense. That to me, that's not even a negative. You know what I mean? Duh. That just makes sense.
Naturally.
Like if she's looking at your ability to provide as a guy, okay, and your ability to share your provisions, because to her nature, she has the possibility of bringing in more people that she's gonna have to do these things for.
To bring more people to provide for, right?
Yes.
And naturally, I guess that's why she will be dating.
That's why she will date out, because the more provisions you have, the more likely you are. Okay, cool. Now, in that context, I think it ties down to what we said in the last episode. Yeah. Once you're on your purpose, it's like, you know what I mean?
This is a byproduct.
This is just a byproduct.
Yeah.
But why is this applicable in the 21st century when a woman can have a job and take care of those extra people she's bringing to? Why does this matter?
That's where the dangers of hypergamy come in, because men don't look at women for what they can do for themselves. Otherwise, you're just another nigga now. We don't look at girls and say, oh yeah, well, she's got a car. We're not homosexuals. Okay? No. When you're off your purpose, right? When you're off your purpose and you're looking for a woman who has money, you're a homosexual, bro. Because men know also to our core that women's provisions are not ours. We don't have access to it the way they have access to ours.
And look, and I think there's nothing wrong with, as a guy, when you're looking for a woman who's upper level than you. It just depends on what reason you're doing that for, right? Am I doing it because I'm trying to settle, or like, okay, I don't want to work. Nah, this woman can do it for me.
Yeah.
But then what happens all the time? Those guys front that all these things that they have because this woman, they did it, right?
Yeah.
You know about a girl like this Ferrari that I'm driving?
Yeah.
Some awesome one, girl. That's this ain't me. I'm the guy in the Ferrari. It's my Ferrari, right?
Right? Like, listen, if you're a dude and you're gonna go brag about what your girl has, I'm sorry, other guys, even that guy who said, well, why?
And that's why guys won't.
Even that guy who said that, why must women do all? He's gonna look at you like, I know I said what I said, man.
Hey,
I know I said, hey, women got their own, but you ain't nothing because they got their own. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, let's continue.
It'll make things a lot better for you. Accepting female nature is a big thing. Rollo hammered on hypergamy quite a bit this morning, but here's a really good visual of what that looks like. 80% of the banging's happening by 20% of the men. It's just fact of life, you know. Even like a 1 out of 10 is going to hammer for the stage up. That's what hypergamy is.
Okay, so what this guy is saying, right, is that like only the top 20% of guys have access to all the women, and whereas all the women want access to the top 20% of the guy. That's why he said that's why even a 1 out of 10, like he's using a hot picking scale, I guess, right? He said that's why even a girl who's 1 out of 10 is gonna want a 10 out of 10 guy.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, let's talk about our reality now.
Okay.
We're living in a country where we don't have the most equal people in terms of, so if a lot of the women, which there are more of them, by the way.
Yes, thank God.
And they all want the upper class guys. There's only a few of us. I say that's not, you know what I mean? There's a few of us, right?
Yes, there's only a few.
There's not enough of us going around.
These guys aren't even mad at that, because we understand that we gotta work to get there.
Yeah.
Guys aren't mad that they are,
but
like there's a lot of
but for every, if there's only one top guy for every 10 women,
fam.
How's that gonna work?
And it's gonna go according to rank.
Yeah,
because like that guy who's a top guy, he's not gonna start with like at the bottom. He's not gonna go, okay, let me give the girls who are not the baddies a chance first.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately as it is, right?
Men
are visual creatures. And they are going to pursue what they have access to, and what they have access to is what they're going to see first.
Yeah.
And if what they are gearing towards and what they're seeing are bad first, and they're top guys, they're going to start there. So in order for a woman to be with the top guy, she can't deal with what, like, oh, well, I can do this myself. Oh wait, then you're a nigga.
Yeah.
You have to bring something else. If you can be with yourself and make your own money, why would you need a man? Oh wait, you're a guy. Shut up.
And look, let's be honest. If you're the bottom, chance of you being in the same space as me or being in the same circles as me is very slim.
Very slim,
right?
I think the bottom's a lot of things. I think a lot, like at the bottom, like for a man, what I've noticed, especially, right, is that please don't understand that being hot is the only thing that you need to be in order to get a top guy. For you to be hot and you can be ain't shit, right? But being hot will get you into the door. Something being at the bottom will be like, wow, she's hot, but she's reckless with my money. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, wow, like I can't provide for someone like that. Because even if I have a lot of money, like the way you're using it, I can't build more. Because at the end of the day, that's what I have to do. I have to get more wealth. My wealth isn't there for it to be spent. It's therefore my wealth needs to build more wealth. The only way I can do that is if my partner on the opposite end, like, has the mindset of someone who knows how to grow things, but does not use it to show me that she does not need me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Which is why it's very dangerous to be like, oh, but if women can, it's very dangerous because men should. Women can. Women should.
And don't forget, there's a lot of beautiful women.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beautiful women.
And once you get to a certain level of access,
if that's all you bring in, exactly. When you have access, you now have access to other beautiful women. You know? So I need to know that my girl A is beautiful, which is a plus. Yeah. Great, but it shouldn't be the only thing.
There you go.
It shouldn't be the only thing.
And I listen to Future, right? And in one song, I know people want to label this guy as the toxic symbol for toxic masculinity, man. But for me, that guy, man, there's a song that he has. It's called "Hard to Choose One." He says hundreds of bags. It's hard to choose one. He's not lying, guys. It's an unpopular thing to say, but he's not lying. It's really unfortunately he's what we call a top guy. He's got a lot of money. He's got the provisions. He's got the resources. He has a pick. Sure, he's good. Like the character of Future is going about the wrong way, but there are guys of Future who don't have that many baby mamas. They have picks. You understand? So if you're a regular person, if you're a regular hun and you're dating with a hypergamic mindset, you need to understand that with that mindset comes a certain circumstance. Are you willing to change the circumstance to meet what you're asking for?
And you also have a plan, right? So have a mindset. Chances are, look, you can actually get that guy. You could. But what do you do once you have it?
Also, but what are you translating to other guys though? Because if like all women want the top guy, then what about the rest of the guys who are just trying to survive? Like what are we translating to them?
I guess we just
taking
the scraps.
Yeah, we're taking scraps. We're taking leftovers because now men have to scramble to be top guys. Yeah. That's what you see. That's what a woman.
And let's be honest.
Wow, a woman really can't be a purpose.
As we'll fail. We all try. Most of us, we all trying to push to the top. We want to be the top.
We all.
Because let's be honest. When you have that, you have access, you get power.
Yep.
And you have a different type of freedom.
Yep. And also like,
and let's not lie. It's nice to have that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, and you know that woman, you are the target.
Yeah.
Right? You know this. You know this. Right?
Yeah.
And then you now can pick. You go from being an average Joe where you
not average.
Now you can literally pick.
Not average.
Right? Oh, average just
I'm I'm not average.
So I think hypergamy is you gotta have a plan, man.
Yeah.
Have a plan.
Yeah.
What do you once you get that?
I think like I want to talk to the women now, right? I think that the women need to understand that if you are a regular woman, and there's nothing wrong with being regular, okay? If you have a degree and you have your own job and you have your own car, and you can be on. That's a regular thing, bro. Because the world has opened up equal opportunity to everybody. Access to equal opportunity.
As you should.
Right? As you should. That's an average thing, right? If you look down on guys who are average like you are putting yourself on such a high pedestal that you are inevitably going to look down on everybody. The moment you have that mindset, right, you will live an unhappy life because it's, again, guys understand this. It's a select few of us who will ever be able to live a lifestyle of hypergamy. It's a very select few. Just like I love playing sports in high school. You love playing sports in high school, don't you? Right?
Yeah.
How many of us went to the pros? We knew who had to go. Like, we knew even within our team, we knew, those guys might go to the pros. And even those guys.
Out of those few, only
one of them might have gone to the pros. Exactly. You know what I mean? So, once you find yourself having that hypergamic mindset, once you meet average guys who are on your level, you're gonna see them as below you because they can't do for you what you are not already doing for yourself. You're already doing it for yourself.
So what
is dangerous? That mindset is dangerous.
So what are we saying? Are we saying then if you're an average? I mean, using the word average because if you're an average girl, should we be going for an average guy and build together?
I think again, like this is where like we have to be able to distinguish between what makes us attractive to women and what makes women attractive to men. Yeah. Right? What makes us attractive to women is the fact that we're like Jordan Peterson said, provision and the ability to share the ability to get the most and share the most. Yeah. Okay? But a woman's attractiveness to a man is not provision. Right? Okay. Therefore, what's average for a woman? For a guy, what's average? If you're as my dude, you might be sexy as shit, bro. But if DJ Khaled walks in here, you're the average guy. Do you know what I mean? You're the average guy. However, you might be a billionaire in your personal right as a woman. But if Beyonce walks, fuck that. If an Instagram bad walks in here, you're the average girl. Because the bad, her attractiveness is what's going to attract the guy. I'm telling you.
I mean, look, yes, what arouses you sexually, but that's only one part of a man. A big part.
And that's why I say you're gonna bring more than looks to me.
Here's the thing. But here's the thing. You are talking rationally. We are talking in the confines of a hypergamic mindset.
Yes, hypergamy may still play a part, even while you're thinking logically.
Okay, explain.
You might be sitting there thinking, "Hey, I really want this bad."
Okay.
But there must be another bad who's got a degree,
right? But it must still be a bad.
But still be a bad. Which they are. You're a lawyer. Okay. You know some lawyer bad.
Okay. Now we come back to what we're talking about. Is the average China baddie? No, guys. Let's stop this fucking politically correct bullshit. Is the average China bad? The average China is not a baddie. The average China is not rich.
What do we say is a baddie? Are we saying baddie based on looks?
Yes.
Or based on the whole package?
Bruh.
No, I'm also like, what are we saying?
What is the package? What is the whole package? Now we're going to break it down.
Yeah,
let's not break down the breakdown.
Let's not break it down. Are we saying a baddie is based on looks, or are you saying the whole package? So for me, this for Nazi, a baddie is the whole package.
Let's go according to the confines of a hypergamic mindset, okay? Because we're talking about hypergamy at the end of the day. We're not talking about women. There are women out there who are bad and don't have a hypergamic mindset.
But that's not problem with just looking at the hypergamic mindset.
But hypergamy is what's prevalent out there.
Yes, but even for women, it's not just the money.
Okay.
Because all women, even Bill Gates shorty, who he just divorced now, wants a rich nigga. But it's not just about a rich nigga. It's not just. Yes, that's what's gonna arouse her initially. But there's other things.
I'll wait.
There's other things.
I'll wait. Mm-hmm. But wait. I want to come back there. Bill Gates, would she still have had those other things if the primary thing was not there? What was the primary thing? The primary thing was the fact that that nigga got money though.
Yes.
If the primary proof, guys, because you got to keep in mind, right? Before we can break down anything, we have to look at the primary things. Right?
I'm not disputing that, but the primary thing is not what leads to your final decision. Like you said, the fact that she's a bad gets her in the door.
Absolutely.
But you just in the door, like finds out a bad.
No, exactly. But that's what we're talking about. You want to get in the door, right? Mm-hmm. Being a bad gives you the right. Do you understand? The same way, right? Again, you can't break down a breakdown, right? You want to be a pro athlete. There's a certain level you gotta get at. Now, once you get in, they're gonna be like, once you're in, this is what we expect of you. And once you don't get those expectations, then they can kick you out. But the fact that you were pro level got you in the door.
Okay, so what are you saying? Hypergamy, yes or no? What do you say? What do you say, Joe?
I think in the manner in which we didn't even finish the freaking video.
That's how me it is, yes.
In the manner in which we are going about it as a society, I say no. But I think it makes sense if you are able to meet what you're asking for. Because typically what happens is you get bads, right, who don't ask for much, right, and they get the most. And then you get average girls who ask the most and get what a bad is getting from an average dude and consider that below. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But yet the bad herself is not even asking. And when she does ask, we go, yeah, it makes sense. Because my nigga, at the end of the day, if she decides to exercise the highest level of femininity, which is to relax and just be a woman and right? The highest level of femininity, she can be a housewife. What will you need to have? What's the primary thing you need to have to take a housewife? Money! Okay, therefore she has the right to ask that. That's how bad she is. She wants that high levelness. Okay, cool. What must you have? You must be able to, but now we're in the context of averageness. You're an average dude working a 9 to 5 just trying to make it. Okay? There's an average dude working a 9 to 5 just trying to make it. With the mindset that you, on your level, are not much.
I say.
Do you understand?
Whatever you ask for. Match it. That's what I'm asking.
Which is why we tell guys to go under the purpose. Because as a guy, if you want a bag, I'm sorry, bro, you're gonna have to like fucking really grind, bro. You're gonna have to grind. Because bags also, as much as we are going on about how men like attraction, girls like attraction too. Yeah. This is why I'll never tell guys, just focus on your money. Bruh, guys, you can't be fat, bruh. Like you gotta really want to take care of yourself. And in the confines of being fat, be confident in being fat, but constantly improve on the healthy versions of yourself, bro. Because not all of us are gonna get money, but all of us are gonna eventually have to take care of our body. And in that, women are gonna be attracted to those who are. Therefore, thank you. Ask what you want, but still, match that shit.
Like I say, man, whatever you want, match it.
Match that shit.
If you want a high class, push for high class shit. Match it.
I don't get this all good, but match it. Get me back yourself. If you want me to spend the money and you be back, please, I'm asking real nicely. That's the only time I ask real nicely.